show is not suitable for children, sensitive men, or insecure women. Can you trust somebody that doesn't take care of their kids?
I don't trust no man on earth that does not take care of their children.
What's the biggest red flag in a relationship?
Low effort and not being honest.
Most of the time, you would think that a bad financial mistake would be spending money on clothes or vacation or like spending money on women. My worst financial mistake was buying a home.
Like a king, give me my crown.
Game time. Game time. Appreciate y'all.
Yep. We back. We back.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble this week.
Blackout hour is upon us.
Yes, happy to be back. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Blessings and opportunities.
For
As
sure.
19 Keys would say.
For sure.
Man, we got a lot to talk about, but first and foremost, don't forget to check that 85 South episode out tomorrow. With us, it's our episode featuring 85 South. The guys are hilarious, but they also very astute businessmen.
For
They
sure.
run their own tours. They got the merch. They got
The app.
They also very deep thinkers, also
Mm-hmm.
philosophers.
Yeah.
They talked about a lot. So yeah, the app for sure, subscription-based model.
Yeah.
So man, check that out. 6 o'clock. Earn Your Leisures YouTube channel. Shout out to 85 South. Shout out to the fan. Okay.
Shout out to Chad, Ryan.
Chad, Ryan, the whole team.
Yeah.
Get your tickets to Invest Fest. As we announced on Monday, we have an initiative that we're running with John Hope Bryant, where any business owner that has a ticket to Invest Fest, if you're a vendor or if you're just an attendee, you can apply on our website, investfest.com, and he's opening up mentorship. What's going to happen is that he's going to pick 5 people that's going to come on stage with him. And on stage, it's going to be a back and forth dialogue of you actually telling him about your business pain points, different things of that nature. He's going to give you some real-time advice. And then he's going to pick one person that he likes the best out of those businesses and enroll them in his mentorship program. His mentorship program is valued at $25,000. I think it's even higher. Should be market value, and you get access to. Let me fully break this down because it's pretty valuable.
A lot of value in what he's offering.
Hella value for sure. Shout out to the Bay. You get Shopify e-commerce platform and tech support, access to self-paced online business learning management system, 8-week small business training, development training, access to masterclass webinar series with industry experts, one-on-one financial coaching, access to capital, mentorship, and business plan development.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So
For free?
For free. What else can we do?
Credit.
What else can we do? So yeah, so if you're going to Invest Fest, you have a business, you need to apply. Go to investfest.com now and apply. It's multiple steps that you have to do. 5 people will be selected, 1 person will be chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And man, looking forward to it. Once again, another one.
And for those a VIP night, you talked about us doing a session, some of them as well. It's a lot of value being given this year for him, what you guys are offering, Paul. But please apply. The 45 minutes after with John alone probably is worth 25 grand. So
facts. That's a fact.
Please apply.
That's a fact. Ian, any announcements?
Nope. Anything that I'll say on the show is for entertainment purposes only. So if it bleeds into my personal life, I don't mean none of it. These are just jokes written by 85 South and DC Young Fly. Please tune into the episode tomorrow. I'm gonna probably get in trouble again today, but these are just jokes. Ross, come on, man. Make up with Fly and 85.
You want to start there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they both have good points.
Okay. So, okay, let's do this. Let's play So if you've been under a rock for the last couple of years, a viral moment happened. Shout out to 85 South. You know, they had Rick Ross come on their show about a year and a half ago, last year, something like that. And what happened was that he left the show and never came back. And that went viral. Now, I'll preference this by saying this. Chad told me about it before it actually happened.
Did he? Okay.
He's like, yo, like, I thought the way that like, you know, just me, I'm like kind of driving. So in my brain, what I thought happened was he got there, you know, they setting up the lights and all that, and they getting the acoustics ready. And, you know, and he's like, yo, let me go to the bathroom. They getting ready to start the show. And he left and never came back. To his credit, he actually did an hour. Like he was there. He was there. He was there for an hour and then left and said, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. Left and then never came back.
But the bathroom, like, you gotta go across the cameras and then come back. Like
so the whole thing has let's play what Rick Ross said. And then right after that, let's play what DC Young Fly had said.
Bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free. I wasted that nice ass Gucci jacket on that look, man. I couldn't even really wear my Gucci jacket again. But I did it for love. And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper Wingstop at that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I'll come back on it, and when I'm gonna walk off that the next time, and this bitch say, Rose, was I been? Of course not. You know when it's time to go. When it ain't no more chicken wings, man.
Rose, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Rose. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie, episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne, shit like 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers. We do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off? I'm going to talk to my little homie DC in the pool.
Okay, so you see in those clips, you have what Rick Ross said, right? And then you have what DC Young Fly said. Now, my personal take on this, because, you know, we got relationships with both of them. I think that they both have valid points.
They absolutely do.
What Ross was trying to say is, like, I think what he was saying is that I did it for free. Ross don't really do too much for free.
Facts.
If you know Ross,
and voice God,
he's not doing really nothing for free.
For free.
So in his mind, he's like, yo, I'm gonna come to your show. I'm not even gonna charge y'all. Right. I stayed an hour, right? It probably got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I had something else to do, and I bounced. I think the way that the mistake that he made was just not communicating that. Right? That could have just easily been communicated, like DC said. If you have somewhere to go, let you know, yo, we got an hour. When we first get here, establish it, yo, we got an hour. Or if for whatever reason you just wasn't feeling the vibe and you wanted to go, yo, bro, man, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta run. You know what I mean? Like, but yo,
But then you gotta shake everybody's hand. You got DC, you gotta go take the pictures, you gotta put the merch on.
that's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
I'm just playing
Or you can just be like, yo, bro, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even realize I gotta run. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least you would have extended them that courtesy. And it just wasn't, it wouldn't have been a weird, awkward
That's
moment.
abrupt. Yeah.
Right. But then DC saying like that, right? But then DC was saying, like, yeah, you know, everybody does it for free. We don't pay to have a guest on the show. So I just think it's a disconnect because I think that they're looking at it from two different standpoints. But the right thing that would have been appropriate is to just say, yo, I gotta go. That's it.
What's the real reason you think Ross walked off?
I have no idea. I think that maybe he, you know, if you ever do 85 South show, their show is not traditional.
Nope.
So I still have never watched that episode. Have you?
Yeah, I watched it. The interview was good.
How was the conversation? It was good.
It was smooth. That's why I think they were taking it back because, like he Fawcett, like they support him. Just privately, like Fly has high admiration and respect for Ross outside of the entertainment. Like personally, as a fan and supporter. So I think it hurt. It would be like if we was doing an interview with AI and he just like walk up like, damn, not Chuck. You know what I mean? But I think Ross could have communicated it better, but. Also, you can argue him walking off made the interview more viral.
It did. That's what I told Chad. I'm like, look, this is actually
it's a great
thing that actually happened in that moment because
it's a talking point 2 years later.
No, I told Chad that. I told him that. I said, look, I didn't know when you said he walked off. I didn't know what you meant. That's actually. He kind of did you a favor in a sense because if he would have said, "Yo, I'm leaving," it would not have been viral.
Talked about.
So in a sense, maybe he actually did that on purpose to create a viral moment, which actually, I'm not going to say like it didn't. You know, like he said, like they've had viral moments in the past. They don't need a viral.
They don't
moment.
need it. Yeah.
It never hurts. It never hurts.
And the other conversation is, should all these interviews be done for free? Me as a business person, I'm honored to. I've been on 85, been on other shows, great. But if you're getting the AdSense month on the 17th, why, if the interview go viral, why is there no check cut for?
Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. People, I think, do interviews because it's a give and take. Like all right, the platform is going to benefit from getting views and monetizing the platform. The person that's doing the interview is going to benefit because they're going to get exposure for what they might be promoting a new album, they might be promoting a book, they might be promoting an event, right? Like, so it's beneficial in that regards because millions of people are watching, they're tuned in, and they're going to make money because you can make the same argument. If I'm coming on your show and I'm promoting my album, or if I'm promoting my book, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should get a percentage of your book sales. So it could go either way.
Yeah. And I'm not saying everyone is deserving of that, but I do think in the podcasting structure, there's a lot of norms that would not be. It reminds me of rap where it was like verse for verse and then the ASCAP checks got messed up. I think a lot of business decisions from music got brought over here. And when Spotify and other companies started to make a push to advertise to us, I think some of those same business mistakes are being brought over to here. Now, I'm happy to do 85 and the other places I've been, but I think sometimes there needs to be a conversation. If I'm bringing you 4x the amount of viewers, you can't be like, yo, it's a good look.
True. Or I wouldn't do the show either. If it doesn't make sense to do a show, right, then there's no hard feelings. It's just like where you're at right now might not make sense to do a show. I don't believe in paying for guests.
Yeah, you've always stood on that.
I'm because once you start to go down that path,
slippery slope.
There's no way out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, So I'm a big fan of I'm not paying you to come on the show. If you don't see enough value in coming on the show, then that's okay. Don't come on the show. But I feel like we've created a platform that's valuable, right? That gives people an opportunity to tell their stories. That gives insight. If you want to come, like you have different things going on, you can talk about it. That's the value add. I'm not paying you to come. I'm not paying you to come on the show. I don't see how that would be beneficial.
And is this worth them arguing over? I mean, because Rory Mo asked the question, he just answered. I don't think Fly was disrespectful, but Ross in the pool, good comeback. It's a lot of great branding moments in what both of the Fly looking Fly, Ross in the pool.
The only thing I would say with Ross is that, and shout out to Ross, you know, like we've done a bunch of stuff with Ross. Yeah. Good dude. And he's not fighting with him, you know, he's just, but yeah, 85 South is like the people's champion. Like people love 85 South, right? Sure. They represent the common man. So you don't want to get into a online dispute, fight, battle, whatever with 85 South. Like that's not something that
you got to pick a good battle.
Not going in a public perception standpoint, you're not going to win that, right? Yeah. Like that's not something that you want to do. Like certain people, like Wallow, you don't want to have a public dispute with Wallow.
Be good
for what? It's It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just not even worth it. So 85 South, I would say I don't see like the benefit of going back and forth with them.
I agree. And
what business lessons can be learned from this on both sides?
On both sides. One, if you, like you said, if you're gonna leave, it's a way to do anything. The cordial, because even when Ross is on the phone acting like he's going to the bathroom, like you can see that he wasn't on the phone. Like, at least make the call. Hey, emergency. It's my mom, my kid. Cool, I gotta go. But I just think maybe on their side, I get the disrespect, but also if I get to keep all the IP, I can't be that upset.
Well, I would say this for me personally, I'm very mindful of people's time, even if they don't communicate. So especially like if we get like a big name, a celebrity or whatever, we've done this in the past. We do this most of the time actually. Before the interview starts, we'll say, okay, how much time we got? I want to manage time
and expectation properly. Yeah,
okay, you know what I'm saying? Like we and even if it's not a celebrity, we'll do that. Like, how much time we got? That way, if somebody says this I got an hour, I'm going to stop at now. What happens a lot of times, they'll say like, no, we can keep going. Like,
if the mood and energy is
having a good time, we can get a couple more questions in. But
that could have been the thing. He may not have been having the best interview experience. I thought the interaction was good, but I think we've all been in interviews where it's like, okay, let's wrap it up.
But they're also different types of podcasts. 85 South is like Drink Champs. They're long form.
Yep.
Non-scripted. They just freestyle. They wing. So you could potentially be there for 2.5 hours. That's like Drink Champs. We was there with Drink Champs 4 hours. So some people don't want to sit down for 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours. They might not mind it if they really in a good vibe, but our thing is more built around like 1 hour, right? Like, so it's shorter, structured. We're going to get you in, we're going to get you out. I think that when you have that type of platform, it definitely probably is helpful to be like, yo, what time if you got time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Ross, I really think that he looked at it like, I'm doing this for free. This is getting like, it's too long. And I got things to do.
I'm ready to go. Yeah.
And I guess he just in that moment, for whatever reason, didn't want to communicate that. Maybe he didn't want to feel like, I don't know why. I honestly, that's the only part I don't understand is why he just didn't communicate. That's the only part I just don't understand. Because it's not a hard conversation to have. It's really not. Like, yo, bro, I gotta go.
He could have just been tired though. Things happen.
Why not just say that?
Or him and his girl getting into, who knows?
Yeah, he could have. But yo, bro, like yo, bro, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do this again, man. You know, the homies waiting for me outside.
But to everyone watching, don't act like y'all don't leave work early and don't explain why. We've all done it in one form or another. Cool. Sorry, but I
Yeah.
hope they keep it respectful and patch it up because the interview was good, and I think there's a lot they can do together.
Yeah. Well, shout out to them. Shout out to both of them. Question from the audience.
Well, first we gotta rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, a legend and a staple
Yeah,
in the community.
culture, good brother from everything I've heard. I did want to because this happened to my cousin Rick, and his anniversary of passing was July 4th. And I just want to say, like, be careful on these trips too while you're like having the time of your life. Riptides are incredibly dangerous, and I don't think people know how dangerous they can be, especially in Costa Rica and DR, and be mindful of those warnings. Prayers to his family, but just while you're out and you're having fun in the summertime, just be mindful and be careful of some things that are going around. The situational awareness, not blaming him because it can happen to anyone. And but yeah, just be mindful while you're on these trips and having the time of your life. But God bless his soul. I've heard nothing but amazing things about him. I didn't get a chance to meet him personally, but I know a bunch of people who were cool with him. Prayers to all of you. It's just heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking to see.
No, for sure. Rest in peace. Condolences to him and his family, for sure.
Yeah.
Question from the audience.
Yeah. Stop
in what historical period did Black and brown men's approach to relationships shift from a focus on duty-based love and family building to a more emotional-centered, how I feel dynamic, one that women proportionally say they wanted or needed? One that women,
this is my guy Dom.
but I don't understand the last part of that question.
I think what he's trying to say is when did it go from like duty based to men being more in their feelings about how things are going in a relationship? And I don't want to get into the gender war thing but I think a lot more men are just emotionally more sensitive, but also too, like a lot of men don't feel appreciated from all the sacrifices that they make. Is the sacrifice worth it? Yes, from the perspective of the relationship and bond that you have with your child. But I know a lot of men across every age group, every race, there's an undertone of no matter what I do, I feel slightly underappreciated for what I do. I'm not saying that we should get all the grace because mothers have a tough sacrifice as well. But I very rarely meet a man who says, man, I'm appreciated at the levels at which I should be. Even to this day, when I talk to my dad, I'm like, for the dumb shit I did when I was 16, 15, 14, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because I didn't know the magnitude of sacrifice that it took and just raising and providing. But I think because of increased intelligence, focus on therapy, it being a soft generation, I think men, and also the degradation of family structure, there's not many men or brothers or uncles that are having these conversations often to help kind of guide through, and a lot of people are venting to the internet. So I think it's stems from a lack of appreciation. But what do you think? And do you feel appreciated all the time for some of the sacrifices that you make?
You're never gonna feel appreciated. I mean, I feel like there's always gonna be something that you're gonna feel away about. But I think it was systematically targeted. I don't know about the Black and brown. What does brown even mean?
Latino, Latinx.
Does it? Because they use that for Indians also. They use that for South Asians. So,
America.
I think we need to get away from this brown thing. It's too
broad.
It's too broad.
Got you.
Everybody's brown. I'm brown. What are we really talking about here? Charlie Brown.
Oh my God. Welcome to Blackout. But true, we are.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of these things, Black and brown neighborhoods. Are you saying black,
African American and Latin?
Latin X, but even black. Okay, what does black even mean? We have black. Are you talking about black American?
African American, yes.
Because we talking about Caribbean people, they're gonna be considered black. We talking about Africans, they're gonna be considered black. Are they lumped into this conversation? Or are we talking about? And I'm not just saying just for this question. I'm just saying just in general. I think we got to really think about the language that we're using.
You sound like John Hope Bryant on Monday.
I mean,
you got to think about this a whole, but there's a reason why.
There's multiple reasons why,
for sure.
But if you're talking about the Black American experience, right?
And I don't think family and as a whole in America is appreciated how it used to be. There was that report that came out that family reunions are down 55% in the last 20 years because of digital and social construct issues. Like all this is done by design.
Yeah, it is. It's all done by design, and it was done intentionally. And really, I think you start to see the family dynamic start to change in the 1980s.
Yeah,
when crack hit, two things hit simultaneously: crack and mass incarceration. So when the crack epidemic hits, this is a variety of different ripple effects that come from that. Gang violence starts to go crazy.
Absolutely.
Mass incarceration. You have welfare, which that intentionally broke the family up because you couldn't claim that you was in a relationship if you had to get social services or live in public housing or get your kid in daycare. So now you actually have an incentive not to be married. You have an incentive to lie.
To be a part,
The 80s, that 80s through the mid 90s, that was a pivotal moment because before that, there was high levels of black marriage. Even throughout Jim Crow, there was no matter what, there was the family structure was there. That family structure got torn apart in the 80s. Purposely. On purpose. This goes back to another conversation too. Sidebar. I saw something. Did you see? It was on Instagram about. Bro's name Wimby. He's from Long Island. He's a real estate investor.
I was like Wimby from. Oh
no. He's a real estate.
Got you.
He has twin. Shout out to him. But he made a post about like don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's pretty much he was saying like he's seen a lot of black people making posts about moving to Dubai, Ghana, the Caribbean, whatever. He was saying like it's disrespectful to America to talk about like, yo, I'm leaving this country, I'm doing this, doing that, because you're still living off of the American system. You're making your money in America, then you're going overseas. So you can't be too critical on America because of America. And it was an interesting take.
Do you agree?
Well, I think that respectfully, he's not qualified to have that conversation because your experiences are going to be different. His background, he's Haitian, right? So as anybody that's comes to this country as an immigrant, your perspective on America is going to be completely different than somebody that's actually been in America for 400 years. And it makes perfect sense because you're leaving situations that were worse, right? So you have a deep appreciation for opportunities that are provided for the United States of America. But black people from America, we were never given any opportunities. We were only given hurdles. So we don't have that. We don't have to have the same level of appreciation because America owes us more than we've given it.
Oh, it's different challenges. But what's the difference between that, the decorum and that, and then the etiquette between Ross and Fly? Because I think that there's some parallels in it.
What do you mean?
For like whenever I move around, so I don't announce like, yo, I'm done with XYZ. Like I think you can quietly benefit from a system, because what everyone is doing is really international arbitrage. Make money here, benefit from the businesses here, live abroad. Most people usually come back.
But I would say this: people that come to America owe America. They owe America, right? Because America is giving you opportunities, giving you a platform, is giving you. So if you're an immigrant and you've come to America, whether you come from Italy, whether you've come from Spain, whether you come from Nigeria, whether you come from Haiti, you owe America. America owes black people, owes black Americans. That's the difference. We don't owe America anything because I've heard something that was actually really true as far as they said it. Like, black Americans are only technically are the only true Americans, if you look at it from that standpoint, because we went through every part of the process in America, from fighting in the army, right? From fighting for the civil rights. Like, people benefit from civil rights that black Americans fought for. From having the church going through bombs, going through the slavery process, going through the court system, the legal aspect, like every part, other people come in at certain points. But it's like nobody has actually gone from every possible moment and every possible worst moment from the inception of the country to now. There's no other group of people that has ever done that. So when you say like pay your dues, other people kind of skip paying dues. So you do owe. Like if I go to Ghana, I'm not in a position to tell local Ghanaians, yo, you should feel this way. You should do. If I go, I'm a visitor in their country. Even if I become a Ghanaian citizen, I'm still mindful that there's certain things that I'm not qualified to speak on. Right? That's what I think people got to fully understand. It's not that like you don't have a voice, but some things you're not really fully qualified to speak on if you haven't gone through the full experience in America, because your experience is going to be swayed because you can't see that.
And I'm not saying that the brother is, but a lot of people online are also talking for clicks and likes. Like, just because somebody says something online doesn't make it valid, doesn't make it true. Not saying because I didn't see the video, but I think a lot of times people are trying to elicit a reaction out of people opposed to pouring into people. But it's a good perspective.
And I'm not trying to be divisive, but I'm just saying like that's just a fact though, right? Like I said, if I go to Nigeria, I'm not going to speak on the Nigerian history and the kingdom.
Yeah, right to, yeah.
I can add my 2 cents, but I'm going to lend the locals a certain amount of respect.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen in America. People come to America and they've been here for 5 years and they just feel like, okay, this is my country. I could just do whatever I want. That's a precedent that's only really set in America. You go to China, you're not doing that in China. You go to Japan, you're not doing that in Japan. You go to Saudi Arabia, there are foreigners that live in these countries. They establish residency sometimes, they buy land, but they still fall back on that, okay, certain protocol must be followed. And the originals of those countries have to be given respect and reverence to things that I might not be, I'm not capable of having conversations or an opinion about.
Their debt to GDP ratio also isn't the highest it's ever been in history, and the protocols haven't went away. Just a norms in this country of respect have went away. And a lot of it has had to do with the growth of social and then the breakdown of family. I think that's a great, like, some things that just I see happen on a weekly basis would never happen if you had to go to Nana's house on Sunday. Sorry, you wouldn't be smoking weed in your Chevy, wilding if you know you got to go to, like, there's even certain things that as an adult I'll limit even language of what I'll say, because I know when I have those conversations with my parents or elders in my family, I don't want to hear the backlash from what they think I feel. But I just think as social media or internet access increased, dependency on devices went up, the family time is less, and I think that's done by design by some of the technocrats that wanted it that way for their benefit.
Yeah, I agree. Travis Hunter, his wife, What's going on? Can we play the video? Let's play the video.
Yeah, let's play the video.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
Okay.
So Blackout is for those of you after you've listened to Market Mondays and got in the bag and you got to learn some lessons. We talked about this with Shannon. We talk about this after. But you have to know the signs when your girl is plotting the exit and starting the he's not treating me well train.
This could be taken a few ways though, right? Because she has a video crying with the gospel with the TD Jakes in the background, but then her caption is saying
the caption tells it all. Because girls pre-plan those captions, they save the other ones they like, and then they script the ones that they want to hit a certain way.
So let's read the caption and let's see what everybody thinks about it. The caption says, "I wish I can go back and hug the December me, because oh baby, God was about to change your heart in the most important and beautiful way. I don't even recognize this girl anymore. The amount you can grow, let's just say that. The amount you can grow and develop in just 6 months of devoting your life to Jesus and getting away from the shackles of the world and social media is truly astonishing. I wish this peace I found within Jesus on everyone who reads this. Your identity in him matters, not how people choose to perceive you." So I don't think that when I saw the video, I'm like, oh, she's. But then when I read the caption, I'm like, okay, I don't think this is laying the seeds for get me out of a relationship. I think she's trying to say like she's crying because she's overwhelmed with joy.
As she should be.
In her faith, right? Do you see any red flag in that? I'm just asking.
Oh my God.
I'm just asking.
I think anybody who has to tell you about how overwhelmed they are in their faith, I don't think they're actually walking in it. The best Christians and Muslims I've met never announced to me that they were Muslim or Christian. They just moved accordingly, and they were so amazing. Like that, and that's why it hurt me when my cousin Rick passed. Rick was probably the epitome of what a successful Black man who was Christian would be to me, because he never asked me to go to church. Life was just going so well and he was so happy. I'm like, bro, what you doing to be this happy? You got a wife and kids and you got a fucking hot air balloon in the back of your house and the business is going well. You never upset. I'm agitated. What you doing? God never asked me to go to church. So I think, and we can ask Kevin Gates, I think anytime when you're in a new relationship and they start pushing, so like, okay, if I'm a peaceful person, do I have to scream to you that I'm peaceful, or do I show it to you in my action? I'm an honorable person. And I don't want to cast any aspersions on that girl, because being in the limelight, quote unquote, at this age is tough, let alone the age that they're at. But I think anytime that you claim you are too much of something, you may be having a battle with that issue. Now, for the men, if your girl gets on Instagram crying, I'm telling you, it looks different in deposition, because they're not going to read the caption, especially if this ideology was forced upon her. I'm telling you, when they go on the screen, it's just you.
Deposition play. I'll say this.
You have to let people be who they are and accept them for who they are.
Shout out to her, because she's young, right? So, you know, everybody's figuring life out, especially somebody that's young. But when you have a phone and you're recording yourself crying. That always was a little. And now, if you start crying and somebody catches you on the candid, that's still a little suspicious if you post it. But now, if I never in life cry
and grab the phone,
filmed myself crying,
and was it one take? She talented, so she may got it on the first rip. But did you go second cut, then go to cap cut and download it, and then
film yourself while you're crying? Play is crazy.
But
that's like the funeral. Like I see pictures of people in funeral, and it's just like, who's taking these pictures? Like,
oh, that's crazy when they do that in the cat. Oh my god!
I'm like, everything don't need to be on social media.
For real. Is there etiquette, or is there anything crazy that anybody you've dated ever done that made you be like, you kind of
what? Like, yeah,
just
pictures, doing too much pictures, just doing too much pictures. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm all for social media. Obviously, that's I'm a content creator, but I understand like it's a time and place. It's about doing things tastefully, right? Like
40 minutes worth of. Can we go fucking eat the? We did it late for the reservation.
Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass yourself.
The worst, yo.
Speaking of that, man, I forgot, but shout out to Ocean's Gallery. I'm on my support Black business vibe. So this shirt comes courtesy of Ocean Gallery. It actually has like a zipper, if you can see. So it's like you could put stuff.
Put a dime bag in there.
Yeah, you can put stuff there. So it's a shirt pocket. They have a shirt pocket.
Fire.
Yeah, the shirt pocket plays. So shout out to them, man. Ocean's Gallery CLO on Instagram. Shout out to them. Okay, let's get into the number one trending topic in the world.
Oh my lord!
Do we need to show the video?
I think the world has seen it, but for the 4 people who haven't,
okay, let's show the video for the people that, like you said, the 4 people in the world that has not seen it.
Yeah. Oh, look at these 2. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
Okay. Now, so for full context, right? Coldplay, right? Coldplay?
Yep, Coldplay.
Next thing I know, he got a song with Coldplay. I'm like, oh no, Coldplay's in the middle of a lot of shit, actually.
And they called it out. That's the crazy part.
Okay, so it's multiple different things. So this guy, he's the CEO of a company, Astronomer. He's the CEO, and he got caught cheating with she was the chief
HR director, right?
She was the HR director. So okay, legendary, right? So
a lot of y'all say these topics are messy, but this is going to cost him.
Oh, it's going to cost him big time. But he's already resigned.
Yeah, he was forced to resign.
So let's break this down. Let's break this down on some blackout shit. There's multiple different conversations to have about this.
For sure.
The first one is Coldplay, you dead wrong for snitching, because why would you say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you make it hot?
Himself. He made it hot first.
He did, but just go along. Like, technically, Coldplay might even be in some trouble.
You think they'll be able to get sued for this?
I never signed rights to you put me on this jumbo. We got to really figure out this jumbotron shit.
It's like when we came at the.
But is that in the fine print?
I'm sure Ticketmaster got so Ticketmaster gonna get the legalese.
That's the first thing. Like, we got to figure out about this, and then like, why are you applying? And, all right, if he was player,
hello.
Now in this situation, right? You've been caught red-handed. What do? You go along with it because it's the only thing to do. If they would have went along with it,
it went on social media. Not saying it is right.
You might have run the risk of somebody in the crowd that knows you, but you might have gotten away with it because this happens all the time. Like, kiss cams happen, couple cams happen all the time. So if he would have just stayed and just say,
But
okay,
there was a deep embrace, like there was at the edge of the Titanic, though.
no, but just stay.
Okay.
Stay calm. The number one rule is to stay calm.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Look, okay, we
we
got it. Okay, look, because at that moment, there's nothing you can do anyway. There's a very good possibility they would have never got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, the only way they would have got caught is if somebody would have seen it in the moment, and then they would have had to been recording it. There's a lot of variables that would have had to come out.
And then Coldplay wouldn't have did the Dirty Mac.
Yeah, and then they would just went into somebody else on the relationship camera.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that people was like, well, she shouldn't have been doing. I'm just saying, just in that moment, just to salvage that moment.
You ever been in a situation like that?
No.
Where you got
no.
Okay, that's another conversation. How you not get caught? Oh my God. Never mind.
So that's
the red caught red-handed?
No, of course not. I don't put myself in positions to do that.
You don't cheat, you leave. That's honorable. Got you. Okay.
Okay.
But don't panic. Don't panic. But they was in the deep Jack and what's old girl name from Titanic? That's the I love you hug. Sorry. And doing it, listen, and if you get any venture money or angel invested money, you can't go do that. Sorry.
Well, remember we spoke about that most of the time when people cheat, it's with people in their work.
For sure. That's why when y'all be playing with that work wife shit, it's like, you better be careful. You gotta be careful. All my wife got a work husband. What? Y'all can say I'm barbaric. There's some shit y'all be letting fly that I do not get. And then the friend, you see the friend's reaction?
No, they knew the deal. That's what I'm saying. They was laughing. Like the whole shit is fucked up because when they got caught on the humble, first of all, how do you
it's a goof, yo.
Okay, it's one. The friend was in on it because the friend is laughing. She like, wow. The girl at least turned her head. This dude tried to
duck down.
You
can't duck. You gotta stand up in it like a champ up in it. If you do wrong, just say, "Hey, my bad." But also too, you can have your way if you're honest. It leads to a conversation of if you're not happy or fulfilled. Men have to stop being so fucking scared to have hard conversations with the people that they're with. Now you're getting paid $500,000 a year. That family, she comes from a super wealthy family in Boston. There's gonna be some blowback.
Is it her or is she married? I think she's married to her husband. I think is one of the wealthiest families in Massachusetts. Yeah.
That's gonna cause this shit look crazy in deposition.
Embarrassing.
Most people hadn't heard of this company before the scandal. You bring all this press and now you get kicked out on your ass. And now, reputationally, where can you go get another job? No one's going to support your startup. And I know people kill me all the time. Like, yo, if you move in a certain way, I can't do business with you. This is just too hot and too messy. And if you was in love with her that much to take that's another conversation. Why are you taking your side out in public like that?
That's the Usher shit. Remember Usher when he's like in the Beverly Center acting like nobody can see me. Like you ain't kid. Like you ain't even. If you feel comfortable taking your side joint to a concert in an arena,
in a suite
stadium, it ain't no secret. That's why I think that there might be more to the story. I think that they didn't want to get caught on public, but I don't think
people know.
It's not as because even her friend was just like laughing, like, oh shit, like y'all got caught. Like, no, it wasn't no low down dirty secret. It's public, it's a public relationship.
But women always tell you what they say. Don't embarrass me. Now you embarrass me. I'm gonna let you, let's say she let him, but the whole world knows, and you look like a goof. And I don't know what his wife looked like, but if she's cute, who's cuter matters. Now you done messed up a whole social circle.
His wife's not bad looking.
Really?
Yeah. No, she's not. from the picture that I saw, she's actually more attractive than his side chick, which goes to another conversation. People don't cheat over looks. This is a multi-level. This is multi-leveled
for sure.
9 times out of 10, a man and probably a woman. I don't know. I can't speak for women, but 9 times out of 10, a man does not cheat for looks.
No, it's
emotional connection
for sure.
They'll cheat for emotional connection than physical attraction. That's a gem for you if you're interested. 9 times out of 10,
you gotta be sweet and loving, yo. All that
emotional connection than a physical attraction. It's very common that a side chick does not look better than the wife. That happens a lot. You'd be surprised.
And like Goldie said, you can add something to them to make them look like all of them look alike. They go to Miami, get that Kardashian pack. Tough. That connection. Eat for men too. All that you want to talk over and be dominant. Be chill. Because somebody chill gonna come across it. And, I feel so much lighter around you. When they get talking like that, take them shoes off in the car. Ooh, it's up with it. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. But it's just it's tough. It's a lot of lessons here, but the biggest one here is you fucked up an empire over lust. And you don't have more money than even to cheat with her, knowing that she has a husband that comes from that family. That's an enemy you don't want. For what? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Talk about the collateral damage from a financial standpoint of him losing his job, of him not probably being able to work at that high level ever again, of the divorce.
I mean,
of the kids, embarrassment and psychological drama that they got to go through. This is so much collateral.
Okay, let's just take alimony. Let's say he may end up paying $7,000 a month in alimony. Say he has 3 kids. Let's be conservative. $1,500 a month per kid. You lose your job, $500,000. No startup is going to want to hire you because your most memorable moment is you fucking up in public. So that's $500 going. You got the alimony for 18. Now, who knows who you may offended and who now has you on a target list, not like a kill list, but you're blacklisted from these industries, these social circles. That's going to go over to your children. And she don't want you now. Part of that allure that made you sexy was that you was a CEO and a leader. It hit different when you back in regular khakis and Target t-shirts. It hit different. You have to know who wants you for you versus who wants you for the title. Not saying that she just wanted him for the title. The title did help, though. There's a power dynamic here at play. You got to be careful. And that's why I tell a lot of y'all, you think that after you get the bag, you're going to just get to run around and do everything you want to. And it takes more discipline to sustain this money. Even in Atlanta, they're like, yo, you're not going out. I'm like, I got my kid with me. How am I running around, man? It's joints outside. I'm like, y'all going to lose all your money because the joints are there to set you up for you to lose the money. And how do you know that the wife didn't get a little tip and then pay the video guy $17,000 or $22,000 to put the cam on you? One of my homeboys got divorced. It was 10 years ago. The wife was the one who put the girl on him to get out and get the money. You was being a philanderer, running around Indianapolis doing your thing, cool. And you went to Atlanta and da. It was her homegirl's line sister.
Oh, he was cheating with the homegirl's line sister?
Yeah, and that's where all them divorce parties come from. It's a cold world. It's a cold world. But Coldplay, you dirty, but it's a cold world.
Coldplay, you dead wrong for that.
Mm-hmm.
These people paid to be at your show and you fucked their life up.
But
I would say this, man. On a serious note, it's unfortunate. I really do feel sympathy for the children, first and foremost.
I do too. And him too.
No, everybody involved.
Yeah.
The wife, the husband, both of them, the children. It's embarrassing across
the social circle, the embarrassment of it. And then
it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. That's why I say he should have just held on for dear life.
That's a deep embrace.
Hold on. Hold the line.
And if you're gonna cheat, you gotta cheat up. Not saying that cheating's right, but you gotta cheat up. like how most women do. You doing a parallel or downward. Ooh, you about to lose the empire over what? And she not finna leave her husband for you.
When you say cheat up, what do you mean?
I don't know. AI can we do the extra AI filter on? Baby, I'm just joking. But if things go awry,
most of the time you're going to cheat down. That's what I'm supposed to. It's just like
that's a mistake.
Most of the time, all right, people are cheating. It's not always physical, but at least from a man standpoint, who you cheat with? Your secretary. You're going to cheat with the HR lady. You're going to cheat with your kids' nanny. That happens. But it happens on the reverse side too. Who the women cheat with? The trainer, the number one dude that you gotta be. The
trainer is the new move. Shout out to all the trainers. The trainers and photographers, they getting that shit off.
Yo, the most dangerous man alive is the trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
for sure.
Photographers up there. Driver, snipers. Never discount the driver.
Oh, the driver getting busy.
They listen. They're like a therapist.
For sure. They all calm and see.
You know how many rich dudes their wife cheated on them with somebody that worked for them?
Mm-hmm. A bunch.
Butlers, chefs. Chef's another dangerous person. Chefs, trainer.
Sure, and they get the feet. Yeah.
Driver, security.
Mm-hmm.
So most people, if you think about it, most people are cheating down.
In proximity. Yeah. It's a mistake. It's not worth it ruining an empire for. And we've all have made mistakes, but to make an egregious mistake like this.
But those trainers, man, those
diabolical. Mm-hmm. Hey, fellas, as soon as your girl tell you, I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you such a misogynist. As soon as she come with it, he only $222 a month. You got 2 months, my boy.
Squats.
You got she's gonna squat on him. 3 sets of 10, 3 times a week, and you not being attentive too. And then it's embarrassing for your kids. Now your kids get to see you be a goof, like you cheated on mom for her, and then you look goofy doing it.
And then you tried to
eliminate,
like the way that you, man,
crazy.
What can you do?
And if you would have been in that deep embrace, that's how you know you love. He could have just played a regular hug. You can play off and they put the hand on top. Oh my God. Tough, yo. Tough. But man, be honest in what you're doing. Because he knew that him trying to hide, I could see his life flashing before his eyes. Wife gone, kids gone. She changed that last name that I heard instantly off social media. And then you got the blowback from her family and their opinions. Fellas, you know how it is. When them family that group chat get to go and they're getting on the conference, and, oh, girl, I told you should have got Bezos and you set up for him. Nobody even know what astronomer is. What? You should have got Dar from Uber. We went to Wharton with Zuckerberg. He at least could have gave you Peter Thiel. Now you got to deal with all that bullshit in that group chat. My boy.
It's nasty. It's nasty work out here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm crazy.
Ethereum. $15,000. Let's play this video.
So I think in the near term, our technical strategist, Mark Newton, thought we could be seeing 4,000 before the end of the month for Ethereum, but that's not where it peaks.
What's your price target for ETH as we head into the second half of the year?
Our price objectives at Fundstrat. So I wear a couple of hats. I'm the chairman of Bitmine, but I'm also the head of research at Fundstrat. And actually I have a third role, which is the CIO of Fundstrat Capital. But at Fundstrat, Sean Farrell is the head of digital assets research. And he's given me some informal sort of targets. One way he thinks of this is that if we look at Circle and its free cash multiple, which now is like 130 times EBITDA, on an equivalent basis, Ethereum's closer to 15,000. And that makes sense. I think the layer one, as you get into layer one, you should apply a higher multiple to like sort of theoretical usage because it's the same reason software companies get higher multiples than retailers, right? The more you're getting away from the customer, and the more it's pure signal, you apply higher multiples to that business. And so I think in the near term, our technical strategist Mark Newton thought we could be seeing 4,000 before the end of the month for Ethereum, but that's not where it peaks. He just thinks that that's the first target. And then I think something, if Sean Farrell's math is correct, then I think 10 to 15,000 actually makes sense too.
By the end of the year?
It could be end of year, it could be sooner. I mean, it just really depends. But that wouldn't be the cap.
Okay. Now, Tom Lee is the ultimate bull. We got to get him on Market Mondays.
For sure.
He's the ultimate
mega bull
when it comes to crypto. But he's also a very intelligent person. And he gives rational breakdowns for his thing. But 15,000 by year in?
I don't any time frame. I don't hate Ethereum. But I do think there is a salarification of all crypto. And because this worked for Michael, there has to be some, not for Tom, because Tom's a great analyst, a good person from what I heard, and really good investor. But seeing Saylor's run and how much money he's made, I think it's natural to only take Ethereum and build a base around it and try to have your congregation support you the way that Saylor has done his, and somebody's going to do it for XRP as well. And Pork and Solana, and at the end of the cycle, a meme coin. I think a lot of times and it happens in business, you guys are going through it a lot. You have an idea, it works, and then you have a bunch of people who copy the idea. It's like, but it's a timing thing. It's the thing that people miss about a great business idea. It's not about if your idea is perfect. It's when the timing of when people wanted it. I was doing the investing thing way before Market Mondays. The timing of when Black people wanted to hear about investing, and when we started the show, they were like right in line. Sam Altman, I think 5 years ago, wouldn't have been able to get off the OpenAI idea because funding was not going to large intelligence models. They were going to gamification of apps and other shit. Then when interest rates changed, now we need real businesses. It's a timing issue. So do I think it could get to 15,000? Not this year. But do I think in maybe 5 or 6 years or 7 years, or if they build a bigger institutional case for it, given this Genius Act, maybe in 7 years for sure. But I think it's a copying of the original Cathie Woods, Jack Dorsey model, but just applying it to Ethereum. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that I think it's interesting. I think that he has a very bullish outlook on things. But even if you look at it, at the end of the year, that might be kind of
that's crazy. Yeah,
but it's possible that it can get to 15,000. That's possible.
Yeah, I can see in a few years.
That's essentially 2 flips from where it is now. So its current price of Ethereum right now is what, 37. Let's say 38. Let's say 3,800. Right. So
yeah.
Okay, 3,800. Now let's say it goes up 100%. That's 7,600, and then let's say that goes up 100%. That's 15,000.
Yeah,
that's capable. That's capable.
Crypto, yeah, it's capable. I just don't think by end of the year. But the biggest lesson here is to own all assets, and bigger lesson: if you can be an advocate for an asset, it will pay you very well. I did it my own way with Vanguard 2 Tech 2 Index. Saylor's done it with Bitcoin. He's doing it with Ethereum. I just wish Cathie would have held Tesla and Bitcoin. I really do. Even NVIDIA. Like Cathie was in NVIDIA in 2016. So it's another great lesson in just holding for a long period of time. Hold on to your assets the way he was hugging her at that concert.
For dear life.
For dear life.
The dear life play. Okay.
So if that was you wouldn't have budged none in 8K and your wife at home.
Oh, I mean, of course, it's one of these things that hindsight's 2020.
Of course.
But it just if he would have been able to just stay calm.
Don't panic.
he might have been able to get away with it.
I'll tell a story. Back in the day, no time soon. I got caught coming into the movie theaters, and the girlfriend at the time, a long time ago, brother was coming out. I walk. How you doing, Mark?
Because all right, this is
all that running, like brother ran to the car. Oh my god, it makes it worse.
This is some toxic advice.
It makes it worse.
When you get caught in a lie, act like you're telling the truth.
That's some gaslighting shit.
Okay. That's it. It's extremely toxic. I'm not advocating this.
You heard this on Shade Room somewhere before?
Yes.
Got you.
But
okay.
I'm just saying, if you ever get caught in a lie and you want to get away with it, now if you want to clear your conscience, just admit that you. But if you really want to get away with your lie, act like you're telling the truth. You have to act like the lie is the truth.
Parker, what you think? No comment. Got you. But fellas, if you want to get away and you get caught, that's a good way to exit if you're not married.
It wasn't me. Remember the Shaggy joint? It wasn't me. Coming back on the counter. It wasn't me.
You ever tell somebody that you cheated first?
I don't cheat.
I got you. Black men don't cheat. Got you. Or brown men don't cheat.
Brown men don't cheat. You know that.
That motherfucker never work at Meta. Imagine in your introductory interview, that's the first thing they know you from.
That's legend. Crazy. He's actually become a legend.
A pauper.
Can we play this clip from Tyler Perry saying that he had to fire his whole family?
Yes.
Well, not fire. Well, let's play the clip.
Yeah.
My question is that how do you deal also with this issue of bossology and family? It's because I think that the struggle that I've always trying to see is that how do you keep at bay everyone that was there from the beginning that watched you struggle and suffer, but then there's this automatic tension of what do I owe? How much do I owe back? Who do I have to bring along? How do I have to let some go? It's like bossology and family. How do y'all struggle with that tension?
I fired my aunt.
I feel it.
I fired my aunt. She said she wanted a job. She would always call asking for money. I'm like, okay, I was sending the money. I was like, listen, I want to help you. I don't want to help you build this thing, not be welfare to you. So let me give you a job. And she wasn't coming in, calling in all the time. I was like, okay, well, you got to go. Because you want me to hand you the money, but you don't want to work for it. See, that doesn't work for me. And it's the same way with my son. Like, he's 10 years old. Like, there's certain things that he wants. He has to do chores and work for it. That's right. I don't believe in giving us things that are just going to handicap us. That is the worst thing you can do. And I've had family members that I've done that to because my mother has asked me to. And when she passed away in 2009, I sent all of them letters saying, listen, you got 60 days to become gainfully employed because I'm not going to keep supporting you like this.
Are you serious?
100%. They all got jobs. Yep. And it wasn't even jobs where they're making a lot of money, but it was a job. It was something else for them to do, to feel some pride in. Right. That's the same thing I would want somebody to do for me.
And, you know, this is a thing that we don't talk about in the community a lot of times. And what it's called is called the black tax. And the black tax is levels to it, right? It's levels when it comes to being ultra successful and wealthy like Tyler Perry, so much so to where there's people in the black community that tries to hold Tyler Perry accountable for whether or not he is even giving back to the community. And he's had to do so much for different actors. And let me just preface this by saying that I think that Tyler Perry gets a bad rap because people take how they personally feel about him as far as the roles that he's played, understandably, and they kind of conflate that with who it is that he is as a person as far as what he does for other people and the impact that he's had from a business perspective. And I think that we need to start separating And this is why I tell people that they need to be objective, especially if you're a content creator. You have to separate how you personally feel about a person from what it is that they do and contribute into the culture and the community. And we have this black tax where even if you are a person that just broke out first to go to college, wound up getting a good job, you are now required to give back and take care of people that did not contribute to your success and won't even contribute to their own.
Okay. Shout out to Tyler Perry, VestFest alumni.
For sure.
Talking about he had to fire his aunt. Then he sent the notices to the whole family. I got 90 days to be gainfully employed, or stipends will be ending.
I'll voice get filled.
How you feel?
What do you think? Nope. What do you think?
Well, I think that you have to help people that's helping themselves.
That's a great lesson.
That's it. You can't help somebody and just because somebody's related to you doesn't mean that you're an ATM machine for them.
You're obligated. Yeah.
That's not how life works.
Yeah. Especially if they're not showing up on. It's one thing to give an opportunity, but it's another thing for a person to squander it. I can only imagine because I just know the requests I get. I can only imagine the requests you get. But sometimes you have to let people on notice. Oh, let me do my public service announcement. I have no money. I made them money and they put yes in chat. You notice I never put yes in my own chat. I have no money to give out to anybody.
For the record.
For eternity. Unless you know my mama name or where we grew up, we made money together. Other than that.
I also think that it's one of these things that, and like you said, I mean, Tyler Perry's a billionaire, so his reality is different.
Yeah.
But you can't even start that. Like it's one of these things not to even start. Like, don't start giving people money on a regular basis. Don't start having people depend on you, right? Because then it's difficult to end that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't even start it.
Unless you're just a savage, yeah. And to his point, he gave them a notice in 90 days, and in 90 days, everyone found something to do. Like whenever someone hits you with the, hey, can we talk? I miss you, want to check in on you, and then the request comes. If you don't give them the money, they find a way to get it anywhere.
Damon John said something when we interviewed him that was extremely insightful. He was like, everybody had a $5,000 problem. And they would come to him and they're like, yo, I need $5,000. I'm going to get evicted. I'm going to need $5,000. My car broke down. I need $5,000. My kid got to go to camp. Or everybody had a $5,000 problem. He was like, he would just give everybody $5,000. So one day he had an epiphany. He's like, I'm not giving nobody no money no more. And they would and he was like, you know what? Miraculously, they always figured it out.
No matter what happens. Yep.
Like nobody actually fell off the face of the earth because he didn't give them 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how bad they made it seem, when you're forced to figure things out, you have no other option but to figure it out.
Figure them out. Yep. You guys put it in chat. Would you fire your aunt or your relative that you love the most who wasn't doing their job properly? But you know who figured it out? Oh, girl, when she retired from OnlyFans, when she got that settlement from Shannon. You have to be careful.
Nasty work.
You have to be careful.
Okay.
And that ruined. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It could have ruined him being on. And I hope it's not true, but I don't know if he'll ever be on ESPN again. There's a lot of little chatter about, regardless of how the settlement came about, if he's ever going to be back on that show again.
So, for full context, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what happened with Shannon Sharp is that, the OnlyFans model came out and accused him, the whole situation. It was a lawsuit, civil lawsuit, not criminal charges. And he settled the lawsuit, undisclosed amount. I think she was requesting $50 million. Originally, I think he offered her $10 million.
That gave me chills. Hold on, wait.
So you would assume that he settled, that they settled for at least $10 million, at least, if that's what he offered originally anyway.
Yikes.
And then immediately after the settlement was announced, she took to social media and put a post that said, "Today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I still have an active. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever.
She needs to be in Ocean's 14.
Exit plan. When you talk
It's
about
one of
having
the biggest heists
with no gun.
ever. What?
You talking about having an exit plan?
A lot of y'all are the liquidity events. And every year this shit is gonna happen, and y'all are always gonna say, why y'all do blackout? Shout out to those of you in Atlanta that I saw, like, yo, blackout. Market Mondays, okay, cool. But blackout, because these are real issues that people are facing. And I wouldn't be surprised if that girl started teaching people how to do the same thing she did.
Course?
Not to the public, but private yoga retreat, ayahuasca, and then I tell you which goofy to go get. If something that happened, just being
shout out to Shannon.
Shout out to Shannon. Love you dearly.
Friend of the show.
For sure. Amazing interview that we did with him last year at InvestFest.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
But the one thing every time I talk about that, protect yourself at all times. And I know what he means, just out in the world, out in relationship, business partnerships, friend, like people are going to find, and it's nothing personal. People will try and get away with it to see if they can. Fellas, what I tell you, a lot of times, like a woman will push a boundary just to see if you will be weak enough to say no. Do you care more about the lust and the 15 minutes you're going to do whatever opposed to legacy or empire? You got to tell them no. Cat told y'all, you got to tell them no. That one decision, and that girl thin as hell. What? A 10-piece? He could have went to another country and bought a community for 10. What?
10 million different.
10 million is crazy.
Hold your head. Hold your head. Hold your head.
And I don't get to be on First Take no more. What? I'm cool. But blessings. What do you think about the All-Star game? The players coming out with the pay us what you owe us shirts and demanding more money.
Pay us like you owe us.
I mean, they did it at the right time. Got a lot of attention. There was a lot of conversations on if the league is negative, should they be paid more? But you can argue that the value of the WNBA probably is the highest it has been, probably at least in the last 10 years, for sure.
Yeah. It's one of these things, though, bro. Like, I'm not sure what the actual market value cap is for a league that has lost money traditionally. Now, there might be a lot of reasons why they have lost money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the NBA, I think you have to look at the television deals that the NBA garnishes. And they don't have anywhere close to that level of television deals.
The league has lost money. Do they ever report the profitability of the teams individually? Shout to everybody, whoever, the Simon Group or whoever who owns the Fever. You can't tell me that they're losing money. Ticket sales went down for the All-Star game when they said Kayla wasn't playing. Back to your point. Like, if nowhere else, they have to at least be at break even. Whatever Kayla want, pay her. Angel Reese, pay her. Asia, pay her.
How much you think that they should be getting paid?
I'm not a commissioner, so I don't know. And I'm not being politically correct. I just don't know. I don't think I remember back in the day, they would have to like go overseas to make their money. I think there's more branded opportunities now. Of course, they're not going to get paid what the men are paid, but the league is on fire. I know the TV deal is different and the splits from that are different, but I don't think they should have to be making less than 6 figures in what they're doing.
No, I think they're making more than that. I think right now they're making more than that.
I'm not talking about the stars.
Because if you look at
what's the median?
Median income. Let's see. Can we get that research department? Can we figure out the median income for a WNBA player? But I would say this: TV deals not the same. To my knowledge, I don't think any of the teams really own the real estate. They're playing in NBA arenas, right? So when you look at what's your revenue model, you're playing in a rented space. The highest player in the WNBA, Jackie Young of the Las Vegas Aces,
Yep.
with the annual salary of $252,000. She's followed by Kelsey Mitchell, Indiana Fever, $249,000. Jude Lloyd, Las Vegas Aces, $245,000. So the high end is $250,000. That's the high.
And Kelsey, no, I mean, not Kelsey. Well, even Kelsey, she's not getting that. But Caleb, what?
Caitlin Clark needs equity ownership in the league
for sure. That deal that Jordan Mama called about the shoe, they need to call about that. What? She raising the value on it. What? Oh, she on a rookie deal. Okay. Angel Reed. Oh wait, hold on.
Well, yeah, Angel was saying that she was living off of her endorsements. So her rent's like $6,000 a month.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I guess they should be getting paid more money.
And it's not talked about in business enough. But we haven't recouped bullshit, or we're at break even happens a lot in business. That's a lot of other ways. So okay, let's say they're not. If they sell one of them teams, though, going back to your equity point, if she's driving the value up, it's crazy. Like that, the top tier salary is $250,000. That's insane. Because you can't tell me it doesn't make sense if Nike is paying them what they're paying in endorsement, but their base salary is that. I'm not saying that you get paid what the men get paid, but there are people working regular jobs who make more than them. And those, you can look in the building and see the growth of the league since Caitlin's been in. You can't say that. Not for every team, but if I was Caitlin, I'll fake an injury too and sit out too. Let's renegotiate my rookie deal today. What? Then Kelsey Plum won't get up there and hate on Caitlin. Well, Caitlin's team didn't want to put on a shirt. Girl, you just lost your man. What?
What happened? What they say?
She was trying to imply that Caitlin wasn't with the shirt and she wasn't as active in it.
The WNBA medium salary is around $78,000.
That's crazy, bro. We're just gonna call a spade a spade. They're driving enough inventory just from popcorn to fucking pay them salaries. And the Fever shit is on fire. What? I like my homeboys in Indianapolis like going to the games now, like frequently.
They got a strike.
That's a good point.
You got a strike. Every major sports league has had a strike.
Will it cripple? Well, will the owners not give in because the NBA is different? But if they strike, the owners consider their hands longer because they're not paying them well, which is a strategy. Do you think it could work if they have to sit out for 2 or 3 years? Or would it kill the demand at the peak?
They can't sit out for 3 years. No. 1 season. 1 season. Or even a half a season.
No, you got to do a full season, yo. Full lockout. You got to do
lockout.
a full lockout.
They said that they might be headed to the lockout next year if they don't get a new collective bargaining agreement.
Not if Adam Silver got so he's gonna keep Caitlin. She's gonna be playing for the Timberwolves. She's gonna be playing somewhere.
Caitlin Clark's making $78,000 a year.
And y'all double teaming me and throwing me on the ground? What? Y'all better restructure and bring them new Jordan rules post Detroit into. It's tough. Just as a business owner, like to have a superstar like that, you can't tell me they're not making 15 times the amount of money what they pay. Just off what? But if you're a business owner, it's one way to do business. It's not the way I like to do business, but one way is to underpay. It's what Vince McMahon has did for years, decades. It's what the NBA did for decades. So, but yeah, y'all gotta do a lockout for a year. Speaking of being locked out, if you don't want to be locked out of the greatest opportunity of your life, get your tickets to InvestFest. Lineup is amazing. Most important one I think that has been thrown, especially given the timing of everything that's happening in the world. John just told you, like, even in 3 years, the world is going to change.
The fact.
And I really think, I wonder what the ADP numbers are going to be if they'll put a report out. But I think payrolls are going to decrease probably by 20 or 30%. But because of AI. I see, like, it's integrated everywhere. On every app that I use now, there's some AI addition. And even when I talk to people at bigger enterprises, they're just saying, like, if they're not mastering a bunch of those apps, their job's on the line. It's tough. It's tough. So if you aren't equipped about what to invest in, how to use it, get your tickets to InvestFest. And if you want to know how to get rich from the market, go to ianinvest.com and join Red Panda Stock Club. So you never have to worry about which companies to buy, where to get in, where to get out. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. So, CEO of Astronomers, come join Stock Club, my boy. I got you. Exclusive. And let me keep the IP to the interview too. But
let's show this clip from Jack Dorsey.
You have to make every single detail perfect, and you have to limit the number of details. That's it. Every detail perfect, limit the number of details. If you can do that well, no matter where you are in the org structure, no matter where you are in the company or organization, you're going to succeed because you're paying attention to the smallest things. And if you pay attention to the smallest things while knowing what's important, then everything else takes care of itself.
Okay. You might not recognize him, huh? That's a young Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey.
Yeah. Before they stress my boy out.
Keynote address, Market Mondays live. InvestFest. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it gets talked about like a bad thing, but even like the comment that you made about losing and being a loser, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you have to have an obsession for what you want to do. And I feel as if the way the world is changing so quickly, if you haven't found your passion or obsession, you may be a little bit lost. Because even to get great at some of these tools, right? Like, you obsess over media. Like, I'll see you. I'm like, I go through 700 posts in a day and I'm thinking you scroll. Like, because I'm thinking, okay, what grabs his attention to make you stop, look, play the video? Cool. How to edit, caption. You can learn a lot just by watching someone. It's no accident that the platform grew to what it was because of your obsession for being great at it. And I think in this age, too many people are comfortable with being okay or good at something and not great. But all the victories and all the spoils come from being great at what you do. So I know it gets talked about like a bad thing, but I think you need to obsess over being great at something. But what do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think you could only be great if you're obsessed with something. You know, no, obsession has a negative connotation because it's usually linked to negative things. Like like you're an obsessed person, like with somebody else, like you're have an obsession with, but it's like, if you could wake up and think about something, go to sleep, think about something, like that's an obsession. And like, if you want to excel at the highest level possible,
you have to.
You got to have an obsession.
And if you don't want to, all the people that are running the world are fucking obsessed and crazy.
Yeah.
Like, the highest level of work ethic, even when people say, well, you got to work smart. All the smartest people on earth are working smart and hard at the same time. Now with AI, you have to do both, because if not, the have and have nots divide is going to get much wider. much wider. Even on Monday, when John was talking, regardless of what you may have thought about his commentary, there's a certain passion and the thing that I was bringing up with the drive that he's had to get this information out. You're hearing everyone talk about this technology in awe and in fear of. That's why everyone's trying to stack up as much money as they can, because you don't know how this thing is going to play out. Like Apple is one of the greatest technology companies in the world. They can't fucking figure it out. That should be scary to everybody else. Perplexity, even if they do acquire Perplexity, does not fix majority of the issues. But Perplexity doesn't even want to sell quickly. Well, had this been 5 years ago, that deal would have been done already. Microsoft would have been up as a result. Apple would have been up 5%. It's a different landscape, and I feel like if you are moving too slow now, the rate of speed is going to be like playing ball now versus playing ball like in the 1970s. The rate of speed is just going to be too fast for anybody to keep up. So
that's a fact. All right. Anything else we need to cover?
You ain't never been caught. That's a book to read.
You got caught cheating before?
What? What?
High
school? College?
How'd they go?
Amazing.
You getting caught got one amazing?
Yeah, for the times that I want to get out. Sometimes the best way to get free is to post a new thing that you want or that you would.
Well, that's not really getting caught. That's purposely delivering.
Oh yeah, but like a high school, college. No, the college thing. She's just a friend that worked a lot. But no,
as an adult, how you got caught cheating?
Anytime I got caught cheating as an adult, I was looking to get free. That was my exit plan. I couldn't get one of them to let go, so I texted her something. I put the phone on the table and took a shower. We need to have a talk. No, we don't.
Oh, you sent a text message to somebody, knowing that they will reply. Left.
Oh, for sure. Phone was loud as hell. That's when I was toxic. I was on here. I wasn't listening.
Why didn't you just tell them?
She weren't leaving. That's the other conversation. You ain't never dated nobody who. I don't care what happened.
Well,
I'm never leaving you. I'm never leaving you. I mean, you together forever. It's summer solstice and Mercury retro. Like, let's go.
Here's some game very well out there.
What?
Don't worry about somebody leaving you. You need to be extremely scared when somebody won't leave you. That's the scary part.
That's the scary part.
Somebody leaving you is not scary. Somebody that won't leave you, that's scary.
Terrified. I don't care what you do. I'm never leaving you. You're mine. God made you for me. What?
That's scary.
What? Nope. Sorry. We were meant to be. No, we weren't. We were meant for these little 8 months we was together. Sorry. But I'm better now though at this big age.
I'm forever young.
Yep.
I gotta stop with that big age nonsense also. Just because you feel old and you're
unaccomplished, well, I'll say it.
Don't put you're self-projecting to other people. Stop it.
For sure. There'd be a lot of that too. Man, I just feel like I feel different than you feel, my boy. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Sorry.
I apologize. There's no rules to life.
Yeah. Get some rest. Take care of your body. Oh, and another thing, no more favors. Yeah, what can I do for you? Don't ask me for nothing. Let me rest. Prepare for InvestFest. Oh, and if I haven't had you on Market Mondays or Blackout, or you haven't shared any content, stop asking me to connect you to, can I present right after you? You run a candle business in Pennsylvania. No, I'm slaving over a presentation for months, and call Rashad for me and tell him I want to present after 50 Cent. 50 Cent was last year. Sorry. Yeah. What can you do?
Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother.
It's been fun.
It's been eventful for sure.
When the last time you got in trouble for blackout?
In trouble for blackout?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Smart man.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have a shareholders meeting quick, ain't it? Mm-hmm.
Shout out to blackout.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
In a minute.
When we starting blackout after dark?
Blackout after dark. Subscription-based model only.
Yep. $7,000 a month. Whatever that little alimony gonna be that he gotta pay. Ooh boy. Premium tier. We'll wake it up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, all right, y'all. It's been real. Remember, 85 South tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Get your ticket to InvestFest. Apply to John Hope Bryant's scholarship program. IanInvest.com. Stay sucker free out there. All right, y'all. Been real. Love.
Peace.